Elon Musk has caused an absolute storm today by getting involved in another big row between Rupert Lowe and Nigel Farage. I'm going to show you exactly why Rupert is annoyed. I'm going to show you his long tweet, as well as tell you some shocking news about Elon Musk and Rupert Lowe that you may not have heard about, so stay tuned for that. But first of all, I'm going to show you the clip of Nigel Farage talking about mass deportations today that has really riled up Rupert Lowe and sparked him to write this tweet. Let's take a look.
Catherine Foster from GB News.
Thank you, Catherine Foster, GB News. Nigel Farage, last September you told GB News that it was a political impossibility to deport hundreds of thousands of people and that you simply couldn't do it. What has changed your mind that you now believe that you can?
The political impossibility was deporting millions and millions of people, and that's where the argument had gone. We had a situation, a political difficulty within Reform UK. This does happen to parties. They do have difficulties and problems. We had a problem that one of our MPs,
Rupert Lowe,
who's no longer an MP, was talking about deporting entire communities, including people who've been born here. And frankly, we found that unacceptable. And so I just did not want, I think you can quote me for another interview, to get dragged down the route of mass deportations at that stage. We have sorted out that political internal difficulty that we had, and since that time, the work has been done on a credible plan so that we can deport hundreds of thousands of people over the 5 years of a Reform government.
So that was what really riled up Rupert Lowe. Now let's take a look at his long rant on Twitter about what Nigel Farage has to say there. He thinks that Nigel Farage has not been honest in his depiction of Rupert Lowe's view there in that clip that you just saw. So Rupert Lowe has tweeted, "Farage has just attacked me for backing mass deportations. Let me be clear about what happened. What he is referring to is my support for removing foreign/dual nationals who were aware that their family member was raping vulnerable young white girls on an industrial scale. If they knew and did nothing, then yes, they should be removed from our country. I make absolutely no apologies for stating that. I do not want such evil walking our streets. Deport them all. If that results in entire communities being deported, then that is what must happen, obviously. The number is irrelevant. Everyone who knew and did nothing must go. If a Pakistani woman knew that her husband was raping a young white girl, facilitating it, then yes, she should go back to Pakistan with her husband. It's shocking that Farage does not agree. At a Reform event in Essex, Farage even removed the line mass deportation from my speech. He later told The Telegraph he thought it was a very grave, dark and dangerous use of language. What's changed? In that same speech he instructed me to remove a reference to deporting these complicit foreign nationals. I refused. I'm glad I did." He goes on to say, he says millions can't go. I disagree. My position is clear and it's one the British people agree with. Mass deportation of every single illegal migrant. Abolish the entire asylum system. Review all refugee claims given to illegal arrivals. With deportation the default, and actually the biggest problem of them all, legal immigration. A large number of legal migrants who have failed to uphold their end of the deal need to go home too. Not working, not contributing, not integrating, not even speaking English. Go home. From what I can see, the reform plan is nowhere near enough. Even on deporting illegals, it's just not enough. It's weak. They all must go, not some. Oh, that's very strong for Rupert Lowe to be saying there, that the reform plan is weak and nowhere near enough, given that most people responding to this press conference that Reform have done today have said, wow, this is really bold, this plan they're putting forward to completely detain and remove every single person that turns up illegally in this country, to have detention centres and all sorts, the list goes on. But Rupert Lowe is saying that it is weak. And last of all, he finishes off his long rant by saying, Farage was also questioned why my plan would cost far more than his. His response, because Zia is really good at maths. No, it's because your plan is weak. It's all very disappointing. We need to be brave to take our country back, and this is not brave. We have already shifted the entire public debate in 6 months. Let's keep pushing. Mass deportations, and I mean proper mass deportations, must happen. Wow, really not happy. Rupert Lowe feels like he's been sort of done dirty and misrepresented by Nigel Farage. Now, this has gone viral because Elon Musk has decided to retweet it and step his toe in the water. He says, unfortunately, the reality is that Farage will do almost nothing to protect Britain. That is obvious. Existing law is clear that anyone who was an accessory to aggravated rape or murder, especially of children, is guilty of serious crime and must either serve time in prison if a citizen or be deported. If not, the government simply needs to enforce the law. Yeah, Elon Musk, now that he's not involved with the Trump administration, seems to be looking a lot more at British politics again. And he seems very critical of Nigel Farage, and you're going to see that in what I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Elon Musk, he's been sharing pictures of England flags and whatnot, getting involved in what is going on here. But this is very interesting. Charlie Simpson has tweeted, Elon Musk has held talks with Ben Habib, the leader of Advance UK. I can exclusively reveal that Mr. Musk and Mr. Habib are actively collaborating. Elon Musk has also been communicating with Rupert Lowe and is closely following Restore Britain, a movement led by Mr. Lowe. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comments down below. I find this quite disappointing, to be honest, because on the one hand, I am pleased to see that there are Americans who care about the way that Britain, one of their close allies, is going when it comes to immigration and when it comes to free speech. I've been so happy to see JD Vance talking about the free speech situation in Europe and the UK and applying pressure accordingly in negotiation talks. I've been pleased to see Elon Musk standing up for this country, also talking about the grooming gangs, him making the grooming gangs go viral on Twitter by tweeting about them is kind of definitely did help us get towards having a national inquiry announced. But I think he doesn't understand our political system enough to know what is the right call as to who to back. Because let's be honest, guys, but I mean, tell me in the comments if you disagree. Ben Habib's new party, Advance UK, is that going to be winning the 2029 general election? No, it's not. Barely anyone knows what this party is or can remember what it is called. Maybe it will gain a little bit of momentum, but is it going to become as big as the Reform Party, getting 30% in polls and being on track to win a general election? I highly, highly doubt that. So I think this is a silly move from Elon Musk, if you're asking me. And I think even if Elon Musk did try to throw money at Advance UK, I don't think it would do a huge amount, to be honest. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Whose side are you on here? Thank you very much for watching. I'm Chloe Dobbs, and make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on our future videos. And also, if you press the notification bell, you'll be notified as well. See you next time.